Ouais, je crois que ça marche. This was my reaction when I found out that my code was working properly. As you can see, now the jigsaw is generating automatically. I just need to input the grid size and the scale of the jigsaw puzzle, and it does generate automatically. But there is more to it. Today, I've also added the possibility to offset the knobs and sockets, along with adding any image that you want. This is what you're going to see me do in this video. The first thing I did is to create a grid of really random pieces. That was the first step towards my goal. The first messy grid. After that, I had to start somewhere. So I decided to start with the corners. These were the easiest one to implement. Here is the code to detect if a piece is a corner or not. There are basically four cases. If the two dimensions equal 0, if one of them equals 0 and the other one is the maximum it can be, and when both of them have the maximum value. The next logical step was to detect edges. Well, that's using the same logic, pretty simple. That's when one of the two dimensions equals 0 or the maximum, but not both. I've now covered the corners, the edges, and the middle pieces. Awesome. But it's still random. Show that it works for many different sizes here. Okay, as you can see, it's now a 20 by 10. Now let's try 5 by 1 or maybe by 2 just to make it a little bit more interesting. So these are the edges, the corners. Perfect. What about 5 by 3? Let's hit play. Boom. The middle pieces are well placed, well configured actually, and the edges too, and the corners. So cool. So now, of course, I need to take these into consideration now. So they should match, the corners should match like it does here. Let me select the move tool first. It should actually plop here. This one actually works well as well. Same thing for this one and so on. That will be the next challenge. And this is where I started working on the compatibility between the pieces. Ouais, je crois que ça marche. Basically, you start from the bottom left piece. This is the first one. And you randomize its right knob or socket and its top knob or socket. Okay, so I'm going to call it an edge. Okay, so you randomize the edge. So this is for the offsets, but it's actually pretty similar for the edges. So you randomize the first one. So for the second one, you check the piece below. If there is any, then you check what knob or socket it has and apply the opposite logic. Same thing for the left piece. And then you can randomize its right or top edge, if any, if it's actually still inside of the grid. So I ran some quick tests to make sure that it was working, and thankfully it was. So the next logical step was to add an image. But as you can see, adding the UVs was not something that I had in mind. So it was quite weird, if I could say so, at start. But after that, I tried some stuff. It was actually kind of psychedelic. So yeah, I don't know. Here is my reaction in French, in French English actually. Oh, les UV sont messed up là. But what I can do. I can calculate the distance from each vertex to here, maybe? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So cool. Oh god, I didn't think it was going to work. Oh, that's so nice. Wait, this should be 1. Okay, so now I have the whole picture inside of it, right? Yep, this is actually the whole picture. Let me open it again. Oh, so cool. That is so cool. Okay, so now I can manipulate the tiling and the offset as I wish.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, I love it. Okay, let me just change the size of... Oh, wait. Don't hurry, prefabs. This should be 1. Play. Oh, yeah. That is so cool. Ding. Here's one piece. Oh. The second one. Boom. Play. Yeah. Working really well. Okay, what about this one? I should display this. Okay. The same one. Okay, same one again. That is a different one. What if this is 10 by 4? I'm gonna stretch it, huh?
So here is what I'm left with, I guess. I can now set any grid size that I want, any scale that I want, and the puzzle is centered and scalable. So that is awesome. So I've also added the offsets similarly to how I've added the edges, and I was good to go. So what's the next step now? Should I turn this into a game? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to become a mobile game dev, make sure to visit tafsil.com. You'll find the link in the description. See you tomorrow!